Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am here to solve you some important questions of chemical reaction and equation of videos part 1 and 2. So related to part 1 and 2, I'll be solving some important questions. So let us begin with the first question. Why should a magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning it in the air? So we have seen in the experiment the magnesium ribbon is being cleaned before burning in the air. Magnesium gets converted with a magnesium gets covered with a layer of magnesium oxide when kept in air for a long time. This layer hinders the burning of magnesium, hence it is to be cleaned before burning. So why did you clean this magnesium ribbon? Because when you keep that in the air, what happens? There will be a layer covered of magnesium oxide. So when you start burning this magnesium, you will not be able to see that flame. So that hinders the burning of magnesium. So you have to clean that before burning. So let us come to question 2. Write the balanced equation for the following chemical reactions. Hydrogen reacts with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. That is the answer. Barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate to form barium sulfate and aluminium chloride. 3BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 thrice gives you BaSO4, that is barium sulfate, plus 2 aluminium chloride AlCl3. Sodium plus water gives sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. 2Na plus 2H2O, that is sodium and water, gives 2NaOH, sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas is evolved. So these were the balanced chemical equation for the chemical reactions given above. So let us come to the third question. Write a balanced chemical equation with the state symbols for the following reaction. Solution of barium chloride and sodium sulfate in water. Sodium sulfate in water react to give insoluble barium sulfate and the solution of sodium chloride. So let us keep in mind here, solution in the sense mixture of water and something solid. So when you form mixture of something, then we will write that as a aqueous. So let us begin solving the first question, that is barium chloride, which is a solution. So let us write as aqueous, and sodium sulfate, that is also a aqueous, that is solution, so we will write aqueous, and that gives barium sulfate. So here it is written, it is insoluble. Insoluble in the sense it forms a separate layer. So solid barium sulfate will be formed, and with that again a solution of sodium chloride will be given. Again, if it is a solution, we should write it as aqueous. So BaCl2 aqueous plus Na2SO4, that is aqueous, BaSO4, that is in the form of solid, and 2NaCl, that is aqueous. Sodium hydroxide solution in water, even thus it is a solution. So sodium hydroxide aqueous reacts with hydrochloric acid solution. So here even this is a solution in water, so we will write it as aqueous. So HCl aqueous, which forms NaCl, that is the solution of sodium chloride and water. So NaCl, even that is aqueous, and H2O, that is only water which is in the state of liquid. Question 4. Assertion. Following is a balanced chemical equation for the action of steam on iron. 3Fe plus 4H2O forming Fe3O4 plus 4H2. The law of conservation of mass holds good for both for a chemical equation. Yes, even we have studied this. So the law of conservation of mass, where there are no reactants created, nor they are destroyed in the product. So we have studied about this in your previous class in your 9th standard. So here you have to tell both A and R are true, and reason R is the correct explanation of the assertion A. So here a balanced chemical equation is given, that is the action of steam on iron. So you have to tell me among these things A, B, C, D, which is the correct one. Both A and R are true, but reason R is not the correct explanation of assertion A. A is true, but R is false. A is false, but R is true. The first option is the correct one. A balanced chemical equation must obey the law of conservation of mass. This is the answer. State the law that is followed by balancing a chemical equation. Law of conservation of mass is followed for the balancing of chemical equation, which states that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. That is, the total mass of the element present in the products of a chemical reaction has to be equal to the total mass of elements present in the reactants in the balanced equation. Balance the following chemical equation. Na plus H3O gives NaOH plus H2. So you have to balance this chemical equation as it is imbalance one. Please count and try with the hit and trial method. So you will get 2 Na solid in the state of solid, 2 H2O liquid, 2 NaOH aqueous plus H2, that is gas. You have to use the hit and trial method. In my previous video I have taught you about balancing the chemical equation using the hit and trial method. So this question was very important, asked in 2013. So this type of question might be asked in your examinations. Explain the significance of photosynthesis. Write the balanced chemical equation involved in the process. Photosynthesis means synthesis with the help of light. It is a process that gives life to all the living beings. Photosynthesis is a process by which plants utilize carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight to produce glucose and oxygen. So remember here, photosynthesis is very important. So for photosynthesis to take place, water, carbon dioxide, sunlight and chlorophyll are the important things, and which forms glucose and oxygen as a byproduct. So here balanced chemical equation is given. 6CO2 plus 6H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll forms 6CH2O6 plus 6O2. So this is a balanced chemical equation for the photosynthesis. Even this was asked in the exam in the year 2017. Write balanced chemical equation for the following chemical reactions. So here are some reactions given. So you have to write the balanced chemical equation. Hydrogen plus chlorine, H plus Cl2 gives HCl. So after writing the reaction, you need to balance by counting the number of atoms. So H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. So now this will become the balanced chemical equation. Hydrogen always being in the state of gas, chlorine in the state of gas, hydrogen chloride that is in the state of gas. Pb that is lead react with copper chloride, Pb react with CuCl2 gives PbCl2, that is lead chloride plus copper Cu. Zinc oxide ZnO plus carbon gives Zn plus carbon monoxide. Even this was asked in the year 2014 in your examination. Please try writing many chemical equations by using many chemical reactions. What is a method of balancing chemical equation? Hit and trial method is used for balancing simple chemical equation. In this method, coefficient before the symbols or the formulae of the reactants and the products are adjusted in such a way that the total number of atoms of each element on both the side becomes equal. So as we have learnt in the previous video about hit and trial method, so we have to count number of atoms on the reactant side and number of atoms on the product side, and give hit and trial and go on continuing till the equation, till the atoms get balanced both on the reactants and the product side. Why it is necessary to balance a chemical equation? We know that according to the law of conservation of mass, the total mass of all the atoms present in the reactant should be equal to that of atoms present in the product. This law will hold good only when the number of atoms of all types of elements on both the sides is equal. Thus, balancing of chemical equation is necessary so that the law of conservation of mass may be obeyed. So we have studied about the law of conservation of mass, which tells us the number of atom or the total mass of the atoms present on the reactant side should be equal to the number of atoms present on the product side. For the law of conservation of the mass to be obeyed, it is very necessary for balancing the chemical equation. So this was about the worksheet and some important questions related to the video part 1 and 2, that is about balancing the chemical equations and about chemical reaction taking place. So in my next video I'll be continuing with more videos, more topics related to your chemical reactions and equations. So please stay connected, and thank you for watching this video.